Sexual abuse is any sexual behavior without consent. And please note, sexual behavior without consent, this goes into touching.
Where?
Yes.
Oh,
Inappropriate touching,
yes.
Sexual touching. At time could also be emotional.
Emotional?
Yes.
Emotionally,
Still sexual abuse.
Like
Seductive things, nature.
Now compliments like, hey, no,
You see, there is the positive compliments and
and
seductive compliments, yes. Without consent.
Consent ni
So,
the other party
ruhusa.
kukubali.
Exactly.
Ruhusa.
Yes.
Lakini sasa atakubaliaje kama hujajaribu? Ujue kama amekata.
Kama kuiva.
Unajua.
You
see?
So forceful. To say it's a forceful
it's
approach.
Forceful, exactly.
It's
a forceful approach. And not forgetting unlawful approaches.
Unlawful.
Yes.
Financial.
Yes, it's still an abuse. With intention of having sexual benefits.
Do you need somebody? A shoulder you can lean on when you're not strong. We're here for you. All Smile Therapy.
Sexual abuse is any sexual behavior without consent. And please note, sexual behavior without consent, this goes into touching.
Where?
Yes.
Oh,
Inappropriate touching,
yes.
Sexual touching. At time could also be emotional.
Emotional?
Yes.
Emotionally,
Still sexual abuse.
Like
seductive things, nature.
Now compliments like, hey, no,
You see, there is the positive compliments and seductive compliments, yes. Without consent.
Consent ni the other party kukubali.
Exactly.
Ruhusa.
Yes.
Lakini sasa atakubaliaje kama hujajaribu? Ujue kama amekata.
Kama kuiva.
Unajua.
You see?
So forceful. To say it's a forceful approach.
Forceful, exactly. It's a forceful approach and not forgetting unlawful approaches.
Unlawful.
Yes.
Ati mimi kama nicheze tikitaka na mimi ndakuchezea tikitaka in terms of job wise.
Still unlawful. Yes.
So umesema kuna emotional,
kuna physical.
Yes.
Financial.
Financial, not unless you are
Najua una fair we shika hii thao. When you get home
with intention of having sexual benefits, yes, it's still an abuse.
Where?
Yes.
Na gold diggers. Sasa hadi wazee wanakutoanisha
cha lazima.
Na mimi sasa ndio ndume. Does it apply to ladies only?
No. Applies to all.
Sandy.
Yes, to all.
Where?
Yes,
coming to that.
So pia if we analyze critically under the microscope ya tulibonga ube mzee anaitwa Ernst. Tunaweza pata pia hii history ya gold digging wase wenye waga wana approach wase kuwatoanisha akikuonesha pati ya juu ya mguu.
Yes.
It can qualify.
Yes.
Critically, arguably so.
It does, yes.
All right.
Yeah, it does. So it's against the will of the other person. And so we are left with two parties. The first one being the perpetrator.
And the second one being the victim.
The victim. Yes.
How rampant is sexual abuse, especially in workspaces?
In workspaces, it's there. Only that in most cases, and would say 90%, people have decided to keep quiet.
It's unreported.
Exactly. Purely unreported. Only for the few courageous cases that we get to know about.
You being a life coach and a therapist, people who come to you are victims, I presume.
Many.
What's normally their story? They come to you saying, is it junior staff who actually approach them in a way they don't approve of, or is it majority being senior staff who actually fall under the category of perpetrators?
Okay, even before I get to that, there is something I want to talk about sexual abuse, something we call power.
Power.
Yes. In most cases,
Yeah.
the perpetrator abuses, the power they have over the victim.
Uh-huh.
The power they have. So you find that in most sexual cases, one of the things that people lose before we even go to say they've been abused sexually, it's power.
Power.
Yes. So 90% of the cases comes from power going onwards. Downwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because it's a sense of power. Hence, one is unable to say no because they know this power comes with much more. It can also come with my termination. When we are talking of sex at workplace and sex abuse at workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Power.
Power is very, very important.
So does that mean that most of the perpetrators are those who hold the so-called power?
Yes. Psychologically, we say it's a pathological. Anything to do with sex will always come, the overpowered someone. You are overpowered. It's a kid who was raped by maybe one who is bigger or older than them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about being of a less power person to your perpetrator.
And this could come from the sense of the people we're talking about, like positions at workplace. It could be physique.
Yeah, exactly.
It could be intellectual ability.
They could even be your juniors, but they know something.
They're intellectually powerful than you.
In a way, maybe there is a day you said you are away on sick off, and they realize or they found out you are actually away because you just wanted to have a day of rest. They can just use that little power over you.
Who hurt the most? Who are the victims? Wanaume ama
I mean, around 50-50.
I'll agree with you.
Yes.
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Only that we are coming from a society where for men, we are told you should keep quiet.
I know, men sometimes
when
you are harassed, you are happy.
Ama for men,
It does not count.
unajibamba unasema mdozi yako ina.
Mimi sitaki lakini kama umeinsist.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Umenokiwa na mdosi. Na unataka kujivunia kuwa Mkenya.
Iguza siwezi kuja.
La grolayo mbaya. Na unaacha kumbukumbu. Yote za la unaongezewa madaraka mbaya bana.
Unaingia pale saa 4.
Kule bazenga anaweza kapila ati huu mreshi ni kama kuna bazenga anaweza sema no.
Okay, iko kama mimic sana.
Yes.
I can't agree. Okay, I can insist well.
So those who come to you, especially men, and say that I actually feel that I'm being sexually abused by, let me say, my superiors. Is it because they don't want to get involved in that act per se?
Yes, it's
Or
against
is
their
it,
will.
or is it that the repercussions or the aftermath of those actions actually appear to be costing them?
It's everything involved. Remember when we talk about sexual abuse, we are talking about being denied that power of saying no. You're not assertive enough, or you are not given that opportunity to say no. So it's done against your will. So number one, you've lost yourself in it. Of course, it comes with some physical harm, and that's why we keep on telling, especially victims of rape and all, before you even take shower, ensure you report. Medical attention comes first.
Yeah.
This is one case we say, do not even go for shower, go straight to the hospital. Exactly, go straight to the hospital. So there is the physical part of it, and now the emotional part of it.
Yeah.
So for us as psychologists, most people who come, they come because of the emotional part of it. And you realize people are coming even years later, but this is something they are unable to do away with.
Yeah.
Flashbacks. Like they can't even relate. Anytime they see someone, like maybe the perpetrator came in with a blue towel. Anytime they see anything blue,
in our
it takes them back. It's a trigger.
Where?
Perpetrator told them it's okay, we can go have coffee. This person can't even afford to have coffee.
Akiona kahawa.
Anatoka siaka.
Yes,
Ama
triggers.
harufu ya kahawa.
Exactly.
Ama shamba ya kahawa.
Plantation.
Yes.
Nasema ambia mza itoe yote.
Mura. Inaitwa munya.
Munya wale.
Anxiety, depression, insomnia for some people, also feeling of sadness. Remember we talked about power, so there is that feeling of worthlessness. Like anytime you think about yourself, someone took advantage of you, someone did
That's because
against
I'm a
your-
junior.
because I'm a junior,
Because
because
I
I needed
report
that
to you.
promotion, yet
Yes.
I was fully qualified.
But-
You can imagine what that comes
Ati
to.
asha
Hali.
mnajua mko watatu.
Degree nere tekira. No leo unaongenya.
Karumaida.
Ongenya ndingiri yamo.
Na sinajua video niko na sahihi ya mwisho. Kwa
Unaonaje?
hivyo
Na I think ladies ndio wako, mimi naweza sema hata ile 50-50 tuseme tu ni
wewe ushaenda kwa hizi job za sales, unapata bazenga hapo.
anakwambia ndio hiyo offer.
Sasa mreshi ndio anafaa kupeana approval. Na anaona kijana handsome. Sema
Anaona
maga unaingia
go think about it kama on man.
on man, unakuja man unapata amepiga luku.
Lukumba.
Na anakuweka anatoa viti hiyo side nyingine anaweka hii side
Na
nyingine.
unasikia anambia secretary I'm not around.
Hiyo design. We pia mabazenga wanaambia when we come back we will delve deeper into that, like after someone has been sexually abused, the effects or harassed, the effects that come with that, the impact, the end result, and again,
Sure.
including children that are brought forth unwillingly, because inapeligi unapata limba zimemua,
Hawezi monjo.
wow, unapata diseases zimemuoka hapo. But then again, of importance is to actually recognize or identify attempts za sexual abuse. Na cheki wase wengi wanafikirianga jumini junior na bazenga meninoki minimum attractive or something, and then most of them because of desperation una realize akitwa kwa office na bazu ama na mresha ambaye ni boss, they feel like they're getting it, they're seeing something amazing ndani yangu. So how do you identify genuine actually recognition of your abilities at the workplace compared to when someone is actually inviting you over because they want to pounce on you in not so long a time?
How do you know if it's genuine?